our television program is discussing. So we are students of the INSEC Business School. They are Adrian, Benoit, Lilia and me. And we decided to be interested in the question of the freedom of expression and to share with you our impressions. So we wonder, do we have to put limits in the freedom of expression on the social networks? So we decided to do an internet connection by Skype because everybody is not here. Hadrian is going to talk firstly about this subject. So Hadrian, do you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I hear you. Freedom of expression is the right of every person to think as they wish and to express their opinion by any means it deems appropriate in the fields of politics, philosophy, religions and morality. Freedom of expression is enriched in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It means everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression, which implies the right not to hold opinions without interference and to seek, receive and impart information regardless of frontiers, information and ideas expression by any means whatsoever. Freedom of expression as a corollary, freedom of the press, freedom of association, freedom of assembly, freedom of expression, but also the respect of others. It's often limited by specific conditions prohibiting incitements to racial hatred, national or religious or use physical violence against individuals. It's the same for libel, slander, denial, violation of intellectual property and the breach of secrecy.
Good. Since Arab Spring in 2011, social networks become real tools for social integration and real tools for freedom expression. They are also divided propaganda tools by some factions. Today, with the growing importance of social networking, services and other social media also offer great opportunities and the ability of individuals to participate in political, social or cultural. So all media has its own excesses and other networks, no more than television, for example, or literature or conversation of coffee, but freedom of expression is a fundamental right.
Yes, I can understand, but the term social media covers the various activities that integrate technology, social interaction between individuals or groups of individuals, and content creation. In my case, I do not agree on the benefits of such content. We see many deviations, many overruns, and lack of control faced by emerging legislation. Several lawsuits against internet users remember that new media such as Facebook or Twitter belong to the public domain. Hashtag as a good Jew or hashtag your son is gay. The law will regulate the expression of opinions and the publication of information in order to find a balance between freedom of expression and the protection of people and personal privacy.
I examined for this TV program concerning the place of the law in the social network and its legal framework. So the planned punishment is today 1 year of detention and 45,000 euros of fine of one of these two punishments only. The minimal punishment of 1 year having been introduced on the occasion of the reform of the Penal Code in 1992. The public prosecutor can take automatically the initiative to pursue the author of the racist breach without preliminary intervention of the person or the group of persons who were victims.
But can we say everything under the pretext of freedom expression? For example, we must remember the dismissed employees after their employer had discovered grounds for eviction on Facebook profiles. So the law and the Court of Cassation has still restricted the freedom to not abuse it. So the employer may penalize an employee who abuses his right to expression with abusive languages. Persecution for defamation and insult are punishable under Article 29 of the law of 29 July 1881 of the freedom of the press are sometimes involved.
Parti, quand tu veux.
Yes, I understand, Lilia, your preoccupation about this new kind of expression. But for me, the worst thing is to forbid this expression. Look in China, in Egypt, or in Iran, for example. Facebook is censored, and this is unacceptable. This is a true issue for me, and not a stupid employee who expresses his hate on Facebook about his boss. This is not a true issue for us and for our society. The democracy needs this social network. And I'm sure if you create more law to control this kind of industry, we're going to weaken freedom of expression, and this is unacceptable for me.
As you know, we indeed saw that there are current laws, but which are unfortunately and little effective. So according to you, who can improve the situation?
Yes, Facebook and Twitter can improve their way to control content. They need to do this to keep their website very interesting for users. But I'm totally against any kind of law who could reduce my freedom of expression. I prefer few stupid things on Facebook or in Twitter. That's the Chinese vision of social networking.
Quand tu veux.
I think we can provide some advice to the providers of the social networks. For example, some action like provide an environment that social network users can continue to exercise their rights and freedoms. Educate, for example, users a clear and understandable languages, possible violation of their rights and how to avoid having a negative impact of their rights and of other when using these services. Protect, for example, users against harm without limiting freedom of expression and access to information, increasing transparency regarding data processing, and help to make mechanism of self-regulation and co-regulation.